rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
Zero surprise to see Mark Andrews receive a pass and pick up a first down right there. Not only is he one of the best tight ends in the league, he's one of the best overall players in the entire NFL. Set Baltimore Ravens franchise records last season for catches and yards in a single year.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. A first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's James Cook. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. throwing now. Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. A pitch comes to Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And the lead will hold at 13. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So that time they got the left. Hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing now is Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
To try again after the sack. Allen throwing the out route and complete. It's Rice. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A nightmare of a 1st half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this 1st half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the 1st half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to...
This is intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Looks to throw on second down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already.
and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen going to throw. He's going to let it go again. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Right back to Dobbins on first. To about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
Maybe get any type of points on the board. It'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw complete there to Rice. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Allen now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. It's complete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time, maybe.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover.